Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Joe Casper and welcome to the Underground Health Club. We have an amazing program today. We're actually going to talk about why moms are important, so stay tuned. But before we begin this wonderful program, I'd like to thank our terrific sponsors, and that would be number one, Muscle Goat. That's musclegoat.com, the best protein on the planet. As you'll see, we have vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, amazing flavors, have no sugar, no mass production, and this is a great alternative to cow protein because your body can actually break it down. And goats are amazing animals, as we all know. They're actually pretty much the size of humans if you go by the weight. And if you're looking for stuff that's going to make a difference, to build muscle, to burn fat, to recover from exercise, or just to have a nice shake, there it is, musclegoat.com. Our next, I'm sorry my words here. Our next sponsor is Power Pack 3. That's right, Power Pack 3. Probiotics, digestive enzyme, multivitamin packets that go from the lab right to you. No warehouse, no shelf. This is a great product if you're trying to break your food down. If you have any digestive issues, gut issues, anything like that, this is a great product. Again, that's powerpack3.com. And our next product, which is another part of our sponsorship, it's amazing. It's called Mom's Butter. That's right, momsbutter.com. If you look closely, you'll see a picture of a woman there. That is my mom, Lenore Casper from Staten Island. Her and I actually created this together. So that's momsbutter.com. It's a goat ghee, which means it's liquid when it's warm outside or inside, and it's solid when it's cold, just like coconut oil. The great thing about Mom's Butter is it also can never go rancid, and that's great because a lot of oils can because they sit out in the heat. Mom's Butter never can. It's great on oatmeal, eggs, fish. Absolutely delicious. The reviews have been amazing. We've actually sold out of it. Right now we're making more because we have 0 left. So that's momsbutter.com. And now we're about to begin the program. So everyone, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. And let's talk for a second, if we shall, about mothers. I mean, I think it's a huge part of who we are. Obviously, without our moms, we wouldn't be here. And as many people know, I talk about my mom all the time. I do, and is that going to stop? No, it's not going to stop. My mom is a great lady, very tough on me growing up for sure. I also had a great dad who's not here anymore, but he was also a phenomenal parent. So in today's world, it is very difficult raising kids. I feel my growing up situation was great. I didn't realize what I had. And in today's world, there's a lot of complication. There's a lot of things going on as well, and we have social media, we have so many choices of television, the kids playing lots of sports, fast food. I mean, it's almost too quick. And the parents today, which are my age, and actually some people my age are actually grandparents, which is hard to believe, but it's true. And the moms out there I see in Albuquerque and Staten Island where I'm from do an amazing job because it's very tough. I mean, growing up, I'll put it this way. My dad worked 2 and 3 jobs. My mom did not go to work full-time until I was in the end of high school. And that's how it was done. Is there a right or wrong way? No, but that's how we did it. And I'm sure in Albuquerque it was very similar. And the mom raised the kids the best she could do, and people struggled or didn't struggle. And that's the way it was. In today's world, you have 2-income households, or one. Sometimes there's not a dad there, whatever, for whatever reason. So it's very difficult. So a lot of moms raise 2, 3, 4 children by themselves, and I give them a lot of credit. They have full-time jobs. They try to run a household. It's not easy. And you guys deserve, or you ladies deserve, a lot of credit. It's very tough. And I don't know if I could do it. I mean, I really don't. And I see moms out there going to their kids' sports practices and games and really committing to their children. And I think people need to realize with the children that when you get older, you know, it might be time for you to take care of your parents. I mean, sometimes roles reverse. I know that's kind of happening a little bit with my mom. It's my turn to give back. So the moms out there, Mother's Day is coming up. But I believe this, every day is Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day. And I see people out there, I'll use a great example. My good friend Orlando Griego, baseball coach at Rio Grande High School, and their team is doing great. They're in the state championships are coming up, and they're one of the top seeds. I'm so happy for them. And he honors his mom. His mom's at the games, and she's a tough lady too. And what I said before, that's how he grew up. And his mom, very tough on him. He's a very tough, honorable guy. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I like when he says on Facebook about honor your mom. Honor them. Words are great, actions are better. I mean, and I mean that. And a lot of times it's tough love. Growing up, my parents were very tough on me, and I was afraid of certain things. I just was. And it wasn't about misbehaving in school. I knew if I got home and I had done something wrong in school, I was in trouble in school. When I got home, it would be worse. I mean, and I wasn't perfect. I got in the fight sometimes. Things happen. But I didn't pick on people. I didn't really do the bully stuff that I see people do today. So that needs to really come to a close. And we talk about that on the other episodes. But I want to focus really more on the great moms. And, you know, I remember listening to a tape years ago. And it's funny I bring up Orlando because his favorite player is Johnny Bench, great baseball player, Hall of Famer from the Reds. And I remember watching some kind of video, and it was the Pirates were playing the Cincinnati Reds, I believe, in the playoffs in 1971. Don't quote me. And Johnny Bench was up, and he'll tell you this himself. And his mother yells from the stands, "Hit a home run, Johnny!" She screams it. I mean, screams it. And he did. I mean, and he said he heard her, and this is so funny. And it reminds me of, I remember I played hockey as a kid. And I remember my mom saying, well, football's too rough, but you can play hockey. And, you know, I mean, and growing up, you know, we played hockey. It was like the movie Slapshot. Someone checked you, you got into fights. I mean, parents went on the ice. It was out of control sometimes. It really was. And I remember stealing the puck. And I was an average hockey player, nothing great. And I'm stealing the puck, and I'm going down the ice, and I'm stick handling it. And there's like a crowd that's screaming. I hear my mom's voice through the crowd. "Joe, shoot the puck. Joe, shoot the puck. Shoot the puck." I shot the puck, I scored. But I distinctly heard her voice, and it was great. I'll never forget that. It like bellowed right through everyone else, and I still laugh and smile as I am now. And it was pretty amazing. And those are really great memories to have. They really are. And I hope you out there have great memories with your moms. And nobody's perfect. People sometimes go through things. I get it. Now, example, my mom smoked for a long time. And did that affect my health? I'm sure it did. Did I like it? No, but it's still my mother. Because we all have faults. You know, thank God she quit. But growing up as a child, I had to endure cigarette smoke all the time. All the time. So, anyway, love your moms. Love them, love them, love them. They're so important. So we're about to go to a commercial break. And we get back, we're going to get even more into the whole situation of moms and females and some really cool stuff. We'll see you in a minute. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Adam Deal here with ProView Networks. Extreme Clean is a proud sponsor and supporter of ProView Networks and all high school sports athletics. Owner Mike McLean and Extreme Clean specialize in carpet cleaning for apartment, realty, business, and residential clients. With over 20 years experience, attention to detail and quality customer service matters. For more information, give them a call, 505-221-6440, Extreme Clean.
Hello folks, I'm Dr. Joe Casper. And when it comes to protein, there's a lot of different products out there. And I'm going to tell you flat out, Muscle Goat protein is the best protein on the market. No chemicals, no fillers. The goats are fed apple cider vinegar in their water every morning. No cows on the property, no cross-contamination. And people who have any kind of health issues can use it. For more information, go to www.musclegoat.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't forget, every ProView Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
For 55 years, people have bought trucks from Tillery in Los Lunas. We have a great selection of vehicles, a quality service department, and some of the best deals in the state. But most importantly, we found people prefer to buy trucks from people who actually drive trucks.
Tillery is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Locally owned and operated, located in Los Lunas, right off I-25, exit 203.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Underground Health Club. I'm your host, Dr. Joe Casper. Segment 2 of this Mother's Day special. And in the last segment, we were talking about how important it is that moms are honored. And I believe every day is Mother's Day. That's just how I operate. Every day to me is Mother's Day. I have a great mom that I'm blessed is still here. And I mentioned in the last segment about some stories that happened with my mom. I have more to share with you, and also Orlando Griego's mom, how great she is. And, you know, I really enjoy mother stories. I mean, I have great dad stories too, but there's a lot of great mother stories about moms who do so much and don't get enough credit, and they handle the burden of their household so much. And the best thing that you can do as a son or a daughter is honor your mom with your actions. My dad always said this, and I know my mom agreed, that the way you behave in society is a reflection on your family name. It is. And when I've taught school, I used to talk to the kids. I said, you know, when you misbehave, it's a reflection on your family name. So just remember that. I mean, and I try to have that in my head most of the time because, again, I make mistakes. So anyway, so going back to the whole mom thing, you know, being a female is very, very difficult. You know, I was talking about this to someone the other day, and you compare a male to a female. I mean, there's obviously physiological differences, but in today's world, things are so much more expensive. Women's clothes, makeup, products. I mean, I would say on the average, and again, I'm guessing here, okay? Ladies, if I'm wrong, I'm apologizing. I would say it costs at least, if not more, $5,000 a year more to be a woman than a man. And I bet, in fact, I bet it's even more, okay? Because again, all the things that are designed for women, and it's just how it is. So I'm thinking about, you know, some of my upbringing now, and it was funny. I remember I was in nursery school, okay? And, you know, I couldn't even spell my name right, I remember, and my mom was tough on me, and I wound up spelling it right. And you know, I used to sometimes resent her toughness towards me. I'm like, you know, people would say, Joe, your mom, she yells and screams, she curses, she's too mean. I said, maybe, but guess what? I'd rather have a mom that is like that than is not around, not paying attention, you know. So to me, I grew through it. And it's okay. I mean, if I really resented it, I wouldn't talk to my mom, and I obviously do because I know how much she loves me. And I think that's part of it. You know, when you're a mom, ladies, you know this, is you feel your kid's pain more than yourself. You know, it's like in the cycle of life. The parents are supposed to go before the children. And once in a while, sadly, there'll be a childhood disease, an accident, a killing, whatever, that the child goes before the parents. And that is the worst. It is, because that's not how biology is supposed to be in our world. It's just not. And anyone who's ever lost a child, I want to say right here in the air, I am so sorry. That I can't even imagine what you've been through. So I'm sending prayers out to anyone who's ever had that happen. So, ladies, when your children are born, I know it can be painful. I know it can be very, very painful. I can't imagine, because I don't have any kids, and I wish I did, but that's another story, that the joy of giving birth, or, you know, people adopt as well and foster, it's all great stuff. When you have your own child and you see them perform, whether it's academically, they're in plays, they sing, they're athletic. I mean, this is a great feeling to see your children thrive. I mean, in fact, I remember my dad telling me this years ago. He said, if I could lose my right arm for you to play for the Mets, I'd do it in a second. And here's the weird part, which I never made it. I was not good enough. He had a stroke, and he lost function of his right arm. So it's kind of funny how those words, but he did recover from the stroke and lived 4 extra years. But it was kind of interesting how he said that. And my mom, as I said, growing up in Staten Island was definitely tough. I mean, it was tough. In fact, I remember this. This is kind of a cool story from Mother's Day. I remember they had open school night. Obviously, teachers and the parents get together. You talk about the report card. And in high school, I wasn't that smart. I mean, I was average at best. And my brother was very smart back then. And my mom goes to see the social studies teacher. And I remember I got a 55, which is failing in Eastern civilization. I can't believe I remember this. At the age of 14, first grading period. So not the marking period, but the grading period. So the lady's sitting there with my mom, talking to her. And I remember when my parents got home, my dad told me the whole story. He had to calm my mom down. The teacher said right to my mother, and today she'd be fired for this, of course. She goes, Mrs. Casper, I understand what you're going through with your son having low grade. Because she had my son 2 years earlier. I mean, not my son, I'm sorry, my brother. It's funny. And she goes, I have one smart one and one dumb one too. And I can't repeat the words my mom used. I'm sure there was profanity. I guarantee it. And anyway, so she's going to stick her for her son. And I was like, wow. My mother went off on this. And when she did it, I was like, man, but wait a second, she stuck up for me. I remember telling some of my friends, they go, your mom cursed out the teacher. I'm like, yeah. But today, it wouldn't hold water. It just wouldn't hold water. So she stuck up for her son, which I think is so, so important, And I laugh at all these stories now, and it's kind of crazy. It's just kind of crazy, You think about it. I'm 52 years young. My mom is 81 years young, and she'll be 82 in December, so we got some time. And, I wouldn't trade my mom in for anyone. I mean, nope. And it's funny, when I go home to visit, I still hear stories. In fact, my friends and I, we still talk sometimes when I go home about how tough our parents were. And I found this out too, is some of my friends, their parents were as tough as my mom, but what happened was they kind of took care of business in the house, okay? So when I got in trouble as a kid, whether I was too loud or I swore or whatever I did, okay, I got it, people saw it in the street. I mean, they did. I mean, it is what it is, It's not abuse, but I got taken care of, I'll put it that way. And that's why people knew. Other people, it was done in the house. But I'm so thankful my mom is alive and well and, recovering from whatever illnesses and things she has. So I'm very, very blessed. I'm very, very blessed to have a great mom. And the people that don't have their moms anymore, again, I am so sorry. And, on these kind of holidays, like Mother's Day is coming up, the cemeteries are going to be packed with people. I mean, it's just how it is. It's that way around the globe, I'm sure. So I'm thankful that I will not be going to a cemetery for Mother's Day this year. Thank goodness. So anyway, folks, so what we're going to do now is, I think we're about to go to a commercial break. We'll continue talking about moms, and I got some more stories for you, and we're going to talk about health as well. We'll see you in about a minute. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Adam Deal here with ProView Networks. Extreme Clean is a proud sponsor and supporter of ProView Networks and all high school sports athletics. Owner Mike McLean and Extreme Clean specialize in carpet cleaning for apartment, realty, business, and residential clients. With over 20 years experience, attention to detail and quality customer service matters. For more information, give them a call, 505-221-6440, Extreme Clean.
Hello, folks. I'm Dr. Joe Casper. And when it comes to protein, there's a lot of different products out there. And I'm going to tell you flat out, Muscle Goat protein is the best protein on the market. No chemicals, no fillers. The goats are fed apple cider vinegar in their water every morning. No cows on the property, no cross-contamination. And people who have any kind of health issues can use it. For more information, go to www.musclegoat.com.
Don't forget, every ProView Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Geckos Bar and Tap is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. It's been a fan-favorite spot for food lovers and sports fans. With not one, but two great locations, including outdoor patio, an atmosphere you won't want to miss. Geckos, off Academy and in Nob Hill.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
Hello, folks. I'm Dr. Joe Casper, and welcome to the third and final segment of today's episode. And we're spending a lot of time, because we deserve to, on moms. It's Mother's Day is coming up, and I wanted to focus a lot on Mother's Day. Now, with that being said, I know people are honoring their moms. On Sunday, people will be going out to dinner, lunch, breakfast, parties, great stuff. Really, really think about honoring your mom all days. So I want to talk about also a little bit about female athletics. It's really interesting that today's world is much better than it was back in the 70s and 80s. Female athletes, in fact, I admire so much, because I even remember when I was in college, in grad school, and I'm playing sports, and sometimes I'd see how the females would work out. They worked out harder than us. They did. I mean, they did as teams. And I thought it was absolutely amazing. And the opportunities weren't there as much. Now, when girls do great in sports, they can make the Olympics easier. There's professional sports leagues and softball here, volleyball, basketball here in other countries, and they can get paid handsomely. Still not as much as the men. And the reason that is very simple is more people go to men's sports games than women. If there were 50,000 people at every women's sporting event, their salaries would be in the millions as well. I mean, that's just the truth. But it is better. It's always improving. And I know some great female athletes. I've met Holly Holmes before. She's a phenomenal athlete who could easily kill me if she wanted to. She's very tough. I know another great lady, Dr. Maxine Schwartz. She's a forensic psychologist here in Albuquerque and a former professional golfer who still plays and does great. So I know some really, really great athletic females. And the funny part is the hard work. I've seen things where the women, as I mentioned before, don't get enough chances, but it still isn't fair. But it's getting better and better and better. And, sometimes it's controversy, because I'll ask this question, I guess, to parents is, do you think it's right or wrong for girls to play on boys' teams? Now, it's interesting. I'm kind of right in the middle. I think if they want to, they should be able to. But the other way is boys aren't playing on girls' teams. It is not. My thought is this, is whatever your ability is, I don't care what race, creed, color, size you are, if you can play at a super high level, it doesn't matter what you are, you should have that opportunity. So one day, would it be a girl in the major leagues? Could be. Would I like to see it? Yeah. Will it be hard on her? Oh my goodness, yes. The scrutiny will be unbearable. But one day there's going to be one person who could do it. I mean, it's just going to happen, because, with all the working out and skills that people are acquiring, it's going to happen one of these days. I think baseball is a better possibility than, let's say, football or basketball. But it'd be really a great thing. It really, really would. So that's kind of my opinion on that whole thing with female athletics. And by the way, if you have questions, because people sometimes do, here's my email. It's drjoekasper@gmail.com. It's drjoekasper@gmail.com. Feel free to send me questions at any point. I will answer them, I promise you. You can even call me at 917-399-9754. Now, one of the programs I'm introducing here in Albuquerque, and I have someone who's going to help me with this, is I'm going to be going into people's homes. And one of the things about health is I've noticed a lot of people, when I go to their home, I see things that aren't healthy. From the food to the toxic products and all these things. And yes, they affect you. I'm sorry to say they do. And whether it's certain bleaches or laundry detergents or cleaning stuff, there's a lot of toxins that are in these products. And maybe one person doesn't do anything to the next person, it hurts them bad. And if you have pets, I'm sorry, but cleaning with Windex and Clorox and all that stuff, that is not good for your animals. This is not, I'm sorry. And there are other alternatives, and not as expensive as you think, but there's really ways to, let's say, detoxify your home, clean it up, make it a healthier environment, okay? And again, I know we're all busy. We're all busy and have no time. But that's one of the projects I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going to get into people's houses, and we're going to clean up the homes in terms of the products, the food, even the right vitamins. We're going to get you healthier. And if you think of it logically, wouldn't it be nice to live longer? It really would. Now, in my mom's house, as an example, there's no more carpet in her house except for a bedroom. There's no chemicals. Now, did this take years of work? Yes. Did it happen overnight? No. But she likes the better cleaning products. She really does. And it makes a difference. Now, and that, in terms of like the vitamins and stuff, yeah. Does she take the stuff that I invent? Absolutely. Does she take other stuff? Yes. You know, do I pay for it? Gladly, yes. Okay, so that is a factor. But your home should be a happy home. Whether you're an apartment, a house, a townhouse, it doesn't matter. Is if there's toxins in there and you're breathing them in, whether it's in your bedroom with the dust or you have chemicals that you clean your body with, these things make a difference in time, okay? They really, really do. So if you think about it, wouldn't it be a good idea to maybe think about change? Because when I see yellow dye and maltodextrin in products and all these chemical fillers and magnesium stearate and all this stuff adds up. And if you look at today's world, guess what? We're doing lots of research, aren't we? But what's happening is people are getting ill more and more and more. So is that the answer for everything? No. But if we have knowledge, and knowledge is power, to get our homes healthier, to eat better food, to take better vitamins, to drink cleaner water, can that make a difference? I believe from my heart that it can. I really do. So really think about that. Subtle changes, not going over the top, okay? And you might sit there and go, Joe, you're too healthy. You're too much into this. Well, I'm 52 years young. I started this journey in my late teens. Why? Because I actually like it. I like it. Am I telling you to be like me? No, please don't. Please don't, because this is not easy. So anyway, folks, here's what I want to tell you. Really think about being healthy, okay? Because it can be a lifetime of greatness. It really can. So anyway, we need to sum up the show here. So it's time to thank our sponsors once again. And again, I appreciate everyone out there who really enjoys the Underground Health Club. So I want to thank Muscle Go Protein, the best protein on the planet. Vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, great flavors. Great for children, great for adults, great for athletes, and it tastes good as well. Next, I'd like to thank Power Pack 3. That's right, Power Pack 3. Probiotic digestive enzyme multivitamin packets that are great for digestion, go from the lab right to you. No warehouse, no shelf, no chemicals, and actually a fantastic vitamin packet. Probiotic digestive enzyme multivitamin, the best packet on the market. And last but not least, which is a great way to end this show, is to thank my wonderful mother from momsbutter.com. The goat ghee, delicious tasting on eggs, fish, oatmeal, whatever you have. One ingredient, no chemicals, no fillers. And that's it, folks. On that note, thank you so much. Ma, love you. Happy Mother's Day today and all days. God bless everyone, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.